Today we're going to be looking at Kel Tec's latest addition to their line of guns. It's called the PR57. It's a 5.7 millimeter semi-automatic pistol. It comes with open sights and it comes with a little mount to put an optic on it, which I've gotten an Otter on it right now. It does not have a magazine. All the ammo loads from the top in a clip, which we will see in just a minute. It's super easy to take down to clean. All you do is pull the trigger forward and the slide just comes off. So let's take a closer look at some of the other things. The ammunition can supposedly be loaded one at a time, just like loading a magazine. They just pop in really easy. Just push them in until they click. The other way to load them is to use the clip, which has a little thumb indent for a pusher to push the ammo down into the gun. You just line up the little marks on the front right there inside the tube. Like that. Don't know if you could see that. Just line up the little marks right here and then line up the back of it, and then it's ready to go. All you do is push it down in. Each one, you hear it click. Super simple. Take the clip out. Let's see if it'll load by just dropping the slide. Yep, it works better than actually pulling it back and releasing it. Okay, that's how you load it. Super simple. Now we'll have to try it out and see if it'll actually shoot. To load the clips, now these are really clips, not magazines, so we're using the correct terminology. All you do is just put the slide back down to the bottom after you've used it, which is the top really. And then you load these one at a time, just like in a magazine. Put the backside in first. It's got a slot up here for the nose, and you just slide them down in. You don't have to do it at the top until you get near the top. Anytime you're down halfway, you can just put it in sideways and twist it and roll it down. As you get closer to the top, you're going to have to use that little slot up there to line it up. When you put the last one in, you've got to use that slot to line that up for the last one. A little tighter fit. And it's loaded. And it's ready to push down on that to load your gun. Now keep in mind that this is a 20 round gun. You can put 10 in it if you want to, or you can load them singularly. Getting that last one in there can be a little tricky. There we go. And after you load one clip down into it, you can load the second one, giving you a 20, and then the magazine will hold one more round, so you can have 20 plus 1. My good friend made me a real nice holster for it. Hope you can see that all right with my initials on it. Dwayne Rubish of Rubish Brothers makes the holsters for me. Accuracy is on par with any double action gun. This is a double action with every pull with a 4.5 pound trigger pull, which isn't too bad. But if it was a single action, you could get a little bit better accuracy. I am shooting from 30 feet, which I consider 30 feet and less to be self-defense distances. I have had one failure to feed and one failure to eject in 30 rounds. All in the kill zone. That's close enough for government work. The barrel is extremely hot. You can't leave your finger on it. It will burn. In 30 rounds of slow fire, that barrel gets really hot. You'll see the feed ramp, which is not really a ramp, but it's a funnel, which is supposed to increase the reliability of chambering each round. But with one failure to feed, I don't know that that's actually helping any. Okay, what are my thoughts after firing my new gun 30 times? One failure to feed, one failure to eject. That's not stellar. But from other guys on Reddit that have run this through several hundred rounds, the first 100 rounds seem to be the most critical, and then it starts settling down to reliability. Other guys on Reddit claim that they got the gun new and fired it 300 times and never had an issue with anything. And of course, in Rifleman magazine, the NRA magazine, they did a test on one of these with several different kinds of ammo, and they didn't report any problems at all. Whether they just skipped reporting it or they actually didn't have any, we'll never know. But it seems to be hit and miss. Some guys are getting some failures and other guys say they're not getting any. I've got 300 rounds to run through it to break it in. I plan on doing that. So I'll update this later if anything changes. If it still malfunctions once in a while, I won't carry it as a defense pistol because it has to be reliable. But if it gets smoother and comes out of it, I will put a note in the comments about it or change my description in the video so that you can see that it did get better. But for right now, if you buy one of these, if you can find one, they are available. Most places are charging $100 to $200 over the $399 MSRP because they're so hard to get. We're starting to see a few now that are putting them on there for full MSRP. Street price on these will be about $340 once they get caught up. I did buy this for MSRP, but then I got a $20 gift coupon from the company, which paid the $15 shipping and took $5 off of the cost of the gun, so $394. And I've yet to determine if it's a good gun. It's fun to shoot, has almost no recoil, not much louder than shooting a .22. I shot it once without my ear protectors in to see how loud it is, and it's really not all that loud. I wouldn't want to shoot it all afternoon without protection, but you can shoot it without damaging your hearing much. I won't say at all. Every loud noise damages your hearing to some extent, but you could shoot it in an emergency situation and it'd probably never bother you at all. Your ears probably won't even ring afterwards. The outer sight seems to be working just fine. I zeroed it in. It is a shake-awake sight with a 30,000 hour battery if you run it at the middle power. So it's and about 10,000 hours if you run it at high power. And it seems to be working just fine, as steady as I can hold it anyway, for 30 feet. So anyway, it's a nice looking gun. It's got some very unique characteristics. To take it apart, as I told you, you just pull the trigger forward and it slides apart. Then, like all automatics, you just take the springs out and pull the barrel out to do your cleaning. To put it back together, you just line it back up on the slide. You pull down on the slide release to start it back. Okay, there it goes. It's a little tricky getting it lined up perfectly. After you get it back on there, push the trigger forward again. That resets it, and now it's locked. Super simple to take down and clean. It does have a mount for a flashlight or a laser underneath of it, and it comes with the plate for mounting an optic on top of it. You can remove this pin in the bottom of the magazine well, and this comes apart in 3 pieces: the bottom piece, the spring, and the follower, if you want to clean it, or if you want to dump all of your ammo out quickly. To unload this, you have to work the slide for each and every round and eject it manually, or take the bottom out and drop them out the bottom. That's the one drawback of having a magazine, clip-fed magazine. No quick unloads. But it does load very easily, one at a time, one bullet, one cartridge at a time. And the clips are super easy to load 10 at a time. So for those guys out there that I've heard that the clips are a real pain and it's extremely hard gun to load, that's all BS. You saw me load this. It's easy. Anybody can do it. It does take some thumb strength. So if you're the kind of person that has a lot of arthritis in your hands and you probably can't work a slide on some of your guns, I don't know if you'll have enough thumb strength to push down on the follower in the clip, to push it in there, because they do push down kind of hard. But they go in easy. They click behind each one that goes in. a nice solid click so you know that each cartridge is being loaded properly. And you can always load them one at a time. It's just like loading a magazine. And they slip in and click in place very easily. So I think it's got nice stipling on the grip. So it's nice and rough, holds in your hand. The serial number is in a little slot on the side right there, etched in. It does have white outline sights, but they are not tritium. So I guess that's about all I've got to tell you about it right now. It's super, super lightweight. 19 ounces, fully loaded with 21 rounds. I'm carrying 10 in it right now, so it's be about two ounces less than that, about 17 ounces. And you can't even tell you've got it on your hip. It's a very light carry gun. This is the gun the Secret Service uses to protect the president because it will shoot through body armor. There is one more test we forgot to do. We need to see if these really will shoot through body armor. So let's go. Here's where I shot it. It did not penetrate. So possibly it takes a special round, but these are full metal jacket. I would think that they would be able to do it, and I was only 10 feet from it, so it did not go through. However, when I laid this on the ground, and shot into it, it did go all the way through. When it was just hanging free with no body behind it or no backing, it wouldn't go through. But laying on the sand ground, it will go through. So now I'm guessing that if it's body armor, which means it's on your body, it has some support behind it, so it will go through. Okay, so that proves the rumor that these will shoot through body armor.